paragraph to move. We'll do the first again and then the second. Come on, let's do the third paragraph. Now, what did the Marshua say? Does anybody remember the Marshua? The Marshua had a simple statement. Tosfos was black and white. Tosfos says, we have a Gemara that there's an Iboy in the Gemara, and the Iboy in the Gemara, it says, Mishalo hein shomim, Mishalo hein shomim. Do you evaluate it from the land from his, because the word idios is a relative term. Meitav is also a relative term. Relative to what? To who? So he makes two standards. One is, and you have many more standards of what is it relative to. But basically you have his or the world. Okay. So the Gemara says, no, the mazik or the mazik's field to the world. No, he doesn't say mazik in this. He just says, what do you evaluate from? When you give idiots, meitav sedeo means you give the best. You say it from his best or the world's best. In other words, there's a standard in the world what's called idiots. Right? You have A being great, A, B, C, milk, A, B, whatever. And there's the best of the best, etc. But you have certain standard hotels of certain 3-star, 5-star. There's certain standard, yeah. Now. So there's certain eggs, great eggs, you see that certain weight, there's content, and etc. Now, so now they say Mishalo hein shonim. Do they do his or they do the world? Now, the Gemara says there's no question. This is not a question to Rabbi Yishmael, but according to Rabbi Akiva, this is the question. So now Tosfos comes in and says black and white. To Rabbi Yishmael, there's no question. Why? Because Rabbi Yishmael learns Gzeira Shava. Meitav Sadei Lamada, Meitav Sadei Lamat. Meitav Sadei Lamala is the Nizik. Meitav Sadei Lamat is the Nizik. So this is Nizik. You don't say the world, you say Nizik. But according to Rabbi Akiva, so they already want to know what does Rabbi Akiva holds? Not the Nizik, or not the Nizik, or not the Nizik and the Alma. Or not the nizik, but it could be the alma, but not the nizik and the alma. And if it's only the mazik. Okay. Now comes along the Mashua and reminds us of a Gemara. And Navav, we learned a Gemara that says that even though Rabbi Yishmael he learns the Gzeira Shava, they ask what does he do with the pasuk Meitav Sadei? Says I'll tell you when everything is equal, when the idiots of the nizik and the ziburius and the mazik are equal, there's no problem that you give them the mazik is in the meitav, which is equally the idiots of the nizik. What happens if the mazik does not have the same amount, doesn't have the idiots of the nizik? What do you do? So now, what do you do? So there, Rabbi Shmuel says, that's where I use the pasuk meitav sadeo. Meitav tells me that if it's not equal, we give him, since you have two parts, you have Ziburius and you have a little better, so you give him Meitav, better. It wasn't clear that you give him Idius or Baininus or what is it? Give him better. He doesn't say Olam or not, just give him better. So comes over the Marshal says, since we have this Gemara that says, even according to Rabbi Shmuel, that when the Nizik's idiot is not equal to the to any field of the Mazik, he has lower and higher. So we go according to the Mazik. Comes the Marshal. This is true. So then we have a svar to say also min olam hein shonim. There it's so pashut that we'll hold olam hein shonim. Olam hein shonim. Why? Because you're going to give the best, but not the best of the best of the the mazik give better, which is the olam. Comes along Rekiva Eiger and disagrees with the Marshal. And that we got involved a little bit, but I want to get the last part of this text. Ulam, divrei haMarshua heima neged divrei Rosh. The cost of lehedya. The him has iburius gurua midinizik, v'abein is tuva. What happens if you have the idius of the nizik does not equal to anything of the mazik, except the mazik has either less than him ziborius or has beinonis, which means better than the idius of the nizik. Tzorech litain idius. You have to give the idius, not the beins, but idius. The chol she'ein nitin loy kidin nizik mamish. Ein is not like the nizik mamish. After it's litain toiva mimena, even wants to give a little better than him. Mikom tzorech litain loy kidiyas didei mamish. He has to give the best of what the mazik has. You got it, Ruvain? Got the story there? Why? The haklal, the rule is, either bit a nizik, bit a mazik.
According to Rabbi Ishmael?
No. The Rosh.
Is the Rosh. In Cain, if this is true. Now, what did the Marsha say? That according to Rabbi Ishmael, it's pshit that he gets the alma. Because he gets a little bit. So according to Rosh, it doesn't fit with the Marsha. In Cain, Nisha Kushas Marsha. The Gamma Ishma Havi Boy, the Dilma Hanikra. The Hainu Linian, the Michel Oilam. Because according to the way we're saying now, it can come out that the according to the Marshur, maybe we have another alternative. Maybe get Shel Olam. According to the way the Rosh is learning, he never gets Olam. He always gets either Meitav of the Nizik or Meitav of the Mazik, but not Shel Olam. Therefore, according to the way the Marshur is learning, you can have the Marshur have another position, Shalom. Since you give better, so how much better is a problem? It could be better of the Olam or better of his.
It's weird how it's moving off the Olam, and yet the question is concerning the Olam. It's like when you eliminated Olam as being a possibility, it has to be either Nizak or Mazik.
That's right. Either Nizik or Mazik. Right? No, you don't have the boy. No.
If you have Nizak or Mazik, you have the boy.
No, you don't. You don't have the Mazik. You don't have. You know what you get? Only of the Mazik, the best of the Mazik. There's no Olam.
What's the boy?
There's no boy.
I thought he says
he's solving the boy in the opposite way. The Rosh solves the boy by saying it's Mazik, it is a Mazik dafka. And the Marsha solves the boy by saying it's Olam dafka. They both solve the boy, but they come to an opposite conclusion.
No.
Why? Once you're agreeing that the Mazik is going to give according to the Mazik, then it sounds like you're falling into the box of you have a shot, you have a boy in it.
What's the boy? The boy is Olam.
What does it mean? Is all? Yeah.
Wait 1 second. We have two parts. The Marshur holds its pshita according to Rabbi Yishmael at Shel Olam Ein Shom.
Yes, and that's the solution for the boy there.
Right? That's why they don't ask it. And according to Rosh, also there's no e-boy, for a different reason. Why? Because he definitely gets idiya shalo and not shalolam.
Yes, correct.
Good.
So they're
why
both.
Are you saying there Yishar Kushas Amar the Dhamma of Yishmael has a boy Dilma
That's the conclusion of the Rosh.
No, because
there's no the Rosh says it is of the Mazik dafka, then there's no e-boy.
Because according to the Marshur, there's a possibility of holding Ma'olam. Because according to the Marshua, if it doesn't hold equal, comes the pasuk, moves it up a notch. But how much of a notch? Does it move it up to the notch of Olam, or does it move it up to the notch of the best that the Mazik has? But according to Rosh, there's no problem like that.
The Rosh holds it is.
And for the Gemara, let's get a Gemara. We'll look inside. We'll solve all the problems. We look inside. We'll solve them.
Here.
Let me see.
The Rosh just has an opposite conclusion. The Rosh concludes, solves the boy by saying it is of the Mazik dafka, and there's no boy. And the Marsha says no, it's dafka olam, shita olam. And that's why the Rosh and the Marsha have opposite conclusions. Conclusions in different categories of machlokes. Lateral thinking.
Let's turn to the Mashur. Miu alibe de Rabbi Shmuel Nami, habe Botzer mi boy. Heicho dahani kro. He could, and for the Mashur, the Pshita, lay the Talmud Yom Motzi Yov lay midis the Alma. Kivi Yov lay Tvei midis the Nizik. He has two-step prong. One is the boy could be according to Rabbi Yishmael, and B is he solves it by having it saying one side. Okay?
Yeah, is it solved by saying it's one side, or there's no boy?
No.
Well, that's how you solve the boy, but it's one side.
By saying it, what?
It's not solving the
Of course it is. It's olam. The boy is. Could it be this or this?
I remember David saying there's no boy. Sheet is saying.
Okay, there's no boy then, but there was a step where there was any boy. Yeah, but if you go, step one was there is any boy. Read. Let's read inside. Mihu Ali Rabbi Shmuel. Read please.
Mihu Ali Rabbi Shmuel.
Nami. Having what's the boy?
You can also ask me boy.
Yeah. Stop. Now he gives an answer. The Efsha, the Pshita lay, the Almuda. There's no boy.
It means there was no any boy.
Yeah, but there's two steps.
That's a solution.
That's a solution.
Right, there is no boy. There is a boy, and
that's
the
right.
solution is there is no boy. Yeah, you agree with me.
Oh, now let's give a little shade into the Karni rain. V'efshte pshita lei, near a beinai, we mashakas harash. Once we come mashakas harash. The gam beis lei beinanis, the shovim tvei midas the nizik, tzurich l'shalem lo dafke midas of the mazik tvei. Therefore, the Rosh and the Mashur are arguing just exactly like the Mashur, the Reki Vega saying. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, Achar Kach Motzasi. Okay, Yaakov?
Yeah.
Achar Motzasi.
I'm sorry, what's the story thing you got on? Can you explain? He has no teretz now? His chair's not teretz because of what the Rosh said?
He doesn't know how to handle that Mashur. He's interested in what's Pshat the Mashur here. Because the Mashur's kasha is good. But according to what he's learning there, I mean, what do we do with the Rosh? The Rosh is against him. Maybe B'Shem Gideon, Tiretz Nochon Al Kushus Mashur. We found the terrors. The Mad Amrinan Al Liba the Rabbi Shmuel Loiti Boilocha Hainu Beika Hadin the Nechel Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Kiva. They're not arguing on Ika Din of Rabbi Shmuel and Rabbi Kiva. Again, the Mad Amrinan Al Liba the Rabbi Shmuel Loiti Boilocha Hainu Beika Hadin Ika Din is no E-boy. Uma di yesh li mi boy the Rabbi Shmuel bohor what it could be the hani kor zel nichlal b'med the Kamma kiti boy li be Rabbi Akiva the le'inyan hakor the heich mishalem no nechlal ku Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Akiva who nochen v'direi amashot. What does he say here? They're not involved. He's not setting it up that if you'll hold Olam, then you'll hold like Rabbi Yishmael. You hold like Mishalo, then it's Rabbi Akiva. No, the boy does not apply to the din of Rabbi Yishmael or Akiva. You hold me. It has no difference in Nizik or the Mazik Shemina. What can you say is since Rabbi Shmuel holds a honey crow, so already that's nichlal already in that which Rabbi Akiva says. Whatever Rabbi Akiva says, this way, that way. So the Marshur can't be anymore. The Marshur holds at the end that what? It's Pshita that he holds Ma'olam. Now not so.
Why not?
Again, look what he did. He slipped the Mickey fin. Watch what he did. Watch what he did.
This is how he showed the teretz of the Marsha. This is why he does not accept the teretz of the Marsha.
Another reason, what a Gilyon Shitim is like a Shitas Rishonim. That's against the Marsha.
Marsha teretz. So how does it work?
Again, Marsha has two parts. That we could have a boy on Rabbi Shmuel, that Mishalolam. And the answer is no. Reason why there's no T-boy, because it's a Pshita that according to Rabbi Shmuel, there's no Mi-boy, because definitely it's La'olam. Now, says I have an alternative, another way of learning the Yaakov. We have another way of learning the text. We'll say like this. That. We'll say like this. Loti boy, there's no way by. In other words, there's no difference between the machlikas of Mishalo, Nizik or the Mazik of the argument of Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Shmuel. I'm not asking. I'm not lining myself up either way. Where is my E-boy? Where is the E-boy? That if you'll hold the pasuk, Meitav Sadeh, and there we have an E-boy, and Meitav Sadeh, is it the Nizik, or is it the Mazik's own, or is it the Alma? So Rabbi Shmuel also can hold that same view. So it comes out that this question of Mishalo Ume'olam can also be according to Rabbi Shmuel.
When Hani Kroi.
Once you have Hani Kroi, you can go according to both. And not like the Marsha. The Marsha says Loti boy means there's no E-boy according to Rabbi Yeshmuel, Ma'olam and Mishalo. Definitely it's Ma'olam.
What do you think? The end.
The end is Ma'olam, right.
I don't see the difference, Rabbi, because in that case, then the Marsha is also holding according to the Quran in that case. So
maybe they'll want some. Try to find possibilities and variation. Who's this for?
That's for you if you want.
I don't need it anymore. It's really.
There's lemon in there. I don't know.
Again, we now look at possibilities. Let's say we have a text that says Loi T-boy according to Rabbi Shmuel, but according to Rabbi Akiva T-boy. Now, if you read the words, you say the word says Lo T-boy. That was Lo T-boy. There never could be a question because it doesn't make sense. Or does it mean it doesn't exist? There's no communication here. Does it mean that definitely, what do we say? No. That really, there could be a boy, but we would solve it. There's no problem. We'll hold one view, right? Or no, that we say Loti boy means a different meaning, a secondary meaning. Loti boy means that on the main problem of Nizik and Mazik, there's no problem because Rabbi Shmuel holds, they still keep the argument, Rabbi Shmuel holds Nizik. But when will there be a boy? When in the case where Rabbi Shmuel will agree with Rabbi Akiva that you go according to the Mazik, so the same boy is on Rabbi Akiva is on Rabbi Shmuel.
I thought that was our whole beginning point. I think that's what we were doing the whole time along.
Yeah. Maybe maybe not. Well, let's get again. Let's get these three positions here. Make believe to figure this out. It's worth $64. I mean, incentive. America's only incentive. Prizes. Now, again, we have a text that says Loti boy. I have a baya, Shalo u Olam. So I say to you a statement. This question is not a question on Rabbi Shmuel, but on Rabbi Akiva. So simply, if you take the words literally, it would mean that Rabbi Shmuel doesn't make sense, this question. Only for Rabbi Shmuel, Rabbi Akiva makes sense. That's the simple meaning of the word. Yeah. Which is like who? Like Tosfos. Tosfos says that what? That Rabbi Shmuel holds Gzera Shav and Nizik. Says that doesn't make sense, the problem. Only according to Rabbi Akiva makes. That's one way of reading the text. Another way of reading the text would be Lo Tiboy, according to, there's no question, according to Rabbi Yishmael, why? Because it really is a question, but Rabbi Yishmael will hold it's elementary, it's simplistic, it's obvious that I hold the view of Olam. So therefore I don't have these two sides. I already have taken the sides of Olam.
That's the Marsha.
That is the Marsha.
That's only.
That's Lo Tiboy that way. There's another Lo Tiboy meaning, another Lo Tiboy would mean that there's no question if we talk about Rabbi Yishmael the Nizik. Of course not. But when Rabbi Yishmael talks about the Mazik, so then therefore the question we're going to ask on Rabbi Akiva is the same question on Rabbi Yishmael, because when you talk in terms of the Mazik, then by the Mazik we have the problem of either Mishalo or Mishalom. So we already have three ways of handling Lo Tiboy.
3 ways.
Right here.
I heard 2.
I didn't hear the difference. I didn't hear the difference.
One was Tosfos.
But Tosfos sounds like that's everybody's explaining Tosfos.
But if you read Tosfos simply,
It's with
Lo
the
Tiboy Lecha because of the reason.
don't get it. It doesn't make sense. There's no well,
Because he learns Gezer Shabbat, which is a Niza.
which means it doesn't make sense. The question.
When he
But the
learns
Marsha's
Gezer Shabbat, when he learns Gezer
Yeah,
Shabbat,
but-
when he learns
What it means?
It's
When Lo
obvious.
Tiboy means according to Tos doesn't make sense.
I thought when Toso said Lo Tiboy La for Rabbi Yishmael and we do ask for Rabbi Akiva, then the Marshal has a kasha on Tosos. He says, Tosos, what about the case where the first the Mazik is less, and you didn't? And there is a possibility there that we could ask the boy Lachan Rabbi Yishmael because he's learning like Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yishmael learns I exert seven and crop. So you spaced out. You didn't spell that out there. There is a possibility that.
So now, what? So you're trying to patch up with emergency equipment, with blood transfusions to help out that poor Tosfos. Because Tosfos says clearly what? According to Rabbi Shmuel, there's no question. You got a question. What did you do with that valve over there? And the Marshal brings it out of the ground and said, "Look, Tosfos, you've caught you with your pants down. And did you know that? Did you know the Gemara that he also holds from the pasuk? You know what happened to Tosfos? I don't know about it. Everyone's getting nervous how to solve Tosfos. Yeah, but in the simple reading of Tosfos, he says simply that what?
He was only talking about the Gezer Shabbat. Why can't you read
There's no
that
reason
way?
to read Gezer Shabbat.
That's right.
And when he learns
The
Gezer
question
Shabbat, there's no
doesn't make
Teboilach.
sense.
But obviously, when he learns Krat, then there is a Teboilach, just like Rabbi Akiva, like the Gillian answered.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's
Tosfos. No, but that's why I think he's saying that's the answer for Tosfos. There's no Teboilach. When there's Gezer Shabbat, of course there's no Teboilach.
We know that. Even the Marshal would agree with that. That when you're
I can also agree. I'm just trying to explain to you. I can agree that at the end we push it into Tosfos. But I'm just showing you in simplistic form. We have Lo Tiboy. We have 3 already ways we learn Lo Tiboy. In other words, if I ask you, when you read it, and you're learning to be lawyers, and you're reading the text, because you'll need it when you go to Olam Habo, I'll ask you, how come you didn't listen to the rabbis, and how come you didn't do all the mitzvahs you're supposed to? So you'll come with your big finger, and you say, God, you know what those words mean. I took it as secondary meaning, I didn't take it the first meaning. Otherwise you're in trouble. You know what I mean? So you have to know when you read the text says Lo Tiboy. So we said we already have 3 possibilities in Lo Tiboy. Right? In order to read it straight. One Lo Tiboy means excluded totally, has no meaning, which is simplistic Tosfos. Lo Tiboy, which would mean that we take, there's no 2 sides according to it, already one side is decided, which is the Olam, which is the other side. And then the other Lo Tiboy would mean is that, sure, according to what you're saying, Rabbi Shmuel, there is, if you hold only undecided in this, right, but since you have a pasuk that says, Mazik, so you're in the same box as Rabbi Akiva. So we asking on Rabbi Akiva, we're also asking on you, on the side of that box, not your exclusive.
They're agreeing.
So on that third one, you just said that's the side
So
that
now-
the Marshal's coming from.
No,
correct?
no.
Yeah,
No,
the third
no,
one. That's where Marshal.
not so. So I said, now if you want to push it into Tosfos, good. I'm not going to argue with you. Simplistically,
I don't understand the difference though between 3 to 1.
one would mean, one is simply, Ani Xer. Seems
What
some
does it mean
tough.
excluded totally?
When I say to you lo tiboy, it means this question has no meaning to you. Not shaykh to you.
Why wouldn't it be shaykh?
Because you hold the gzeres shava of meitas to the meitas, there goes in the nizik. And if the nizik is not shaykh of olam. Why? Because when you say the word nizik, by definition, it means what you had. For example, when the animal goes into the field and eats, goes in the field, going about above, lamala, and eats your field, you pay. You damage your field. You don't say that you now judge from the world's field, what you damage. So the same would be when we're talking when you pay meitav sodeo of the nizik, you're talking about what the nizik, the best of the nizik. You can say not what he damaged. We raise it up from what he damaged to the best of what the nizik has.
It seems as being in the case where you have property equal to the nizak's best.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Now, if you don't have, so I say, don't get involved in details so much. We'll talk about when he asked the question. What did he ask it on? He asked it on
that case where they're arguing.
That's right. Nizik or mazik. Now, when the only thing is the marshal digs out of the ground that case, and he says, look, he pulls out the skeleton, he cuts him with his pants. I said, listen, what are you doing that for? It says clearly, even according to Rabbi Shmuel, he holds from the pasuk of the meitav sadeo of the mazik in a special case when the mazik does not have the idios of the nizik. What do you do?
Yes. But that's the third way of understanding the boil.
Okay.
Right?
Now let's go back. Now that we have that, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back now from the first paragraph. Again.
What was the reason for? I was trying to figure out the first way you said.
The simple way is
it's not shaykh.
Not shaykh. I say we don't ask the question to you because you're not here. I say this doesn't apply to you, as if to say. You talk about the nizik. We're talking. This question only. That's the first way of learning, and that's simply how Tosos would appear to.
But then when you do, that it is.
Yeah, I don't know about douchemo. I don't know. That's what the marshal pulls out. The marshal has to solve it, so the minute he wiggles, and then
he wiggles into the third position.
The second position. The second position is that. You know why I say there's no question according to Rabbi Shmuel?
What's the terror to the marshal?
Yeah, well, there would be, but you know why there's none? It's because it's a pshita that we take the side of Olam Eim Shalom.
No, I was saying that the premise that the Marshal's kasha is based on is the third one.
No.
Because you're in Pra already. You're like Rabbi Yeshiva.
No. You can change your mind.
How's it different?
You can change your mind.
Because the Torah says in Daf.
It takes a man. Machines can't change. You have to fix them, screw them in. Computers have boxes. They have a program. You got to fit in. You go to a pakid. You got into a box. He doesn't hear nothing. Does it fit the paper into the thing? No. If it fits in, doesn't. When you go to a human being, he has seichel. What does seichel mean, Rovain? He can bend. He can be fluctuate. He knows when to apply, not apply, special circumstances. That's called seichel. You don't know when not. You can overlook, forgive, forget, but the machine, the rules, the laws, nothing can move it. Rachmanis can change. Tefillah can change. So can change the things. But he's talking about the din, the form, the shape. Nothing can change. So if it doesn't fit in, it doesn't fit in. It's out.
There's no sugar, so I have to bring sugar. You want to make room, please?
Thank you. I thought the Marshal's kasha was on
the Marshal's kasha on Tosas. How can you say that this hakira does not apply? It can apply because he also holds from the pasuk, which appears to be like the Gilyon Marshal a little bit. Yeah.
He's holding the Kra like Rabbi Kiva, Rabbi Shmuel.
I don't know about Rabbi Kiva.
Rabbi Yeshiva holds Hani Kra like Rabbi Kiva in the Gemara.
That's right, Rabbi Kiva in the Gemara.
The boy should be shaykh also to Rabbi Shmuel.
Right.
So that sounds like a third position.
Yeah, yes, but what is the answer? No.
Yeah, and the answer is no.
The second position.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I didn't communicate. Let's get now what the Kiva says. Okay, let's get Ricky. Let's get now the Marshal, the Ricky. Ahmed Bey's Taisa's Divrei Hamaska Libra Shmeloti Bolocha Ayin Marshal. Ulochora Tomua. The Hochazinon. Die Lav Krua. It won't be for the Botzer. Hainu. Dein Sochli Tein Loi, Me'idias Shaloi, Shem Yosim in an If it wasn't for the Botzer, I've made us today. The Mazik would not have to give. Thank you. The Mazik would not have to give. The Mazik would have to give the idiots of his more than the Nizik. After Englo, what if he didn't have it here? After Englo Litan, even if he didn't have to give Rakaru min and Nizik, Misvara. The Ein Sorach Litan Yesem Medino. There's a certain Svara holds a man doesn't have to give more than his din. It's bad enough people. Most people don't want to pay their debts or pay their fines. Or if they do, they only give the din, they don't give more. Very few people give more than they have to do. People are so lazy, selfish. People don't want to give more than they're obligated. Right? And even then
they don't even want to do that.
Have to beat them up. That's right. Elav Dahani Krua. So what does the Botzer help us? The Kivin Deinu Yochalitan Kidanizik, since he can't keep the din, since this guy can't do the din, he's saying Mimei Tavri Day. You have to give the best of his, of the Mazik. When he came, this is a problem. We're the best of it. Im yesh to idis the alma, the gerua midden. What happens if he had idis of the alma, which is less than this? You give him? What do you give him? Why should you give him the best? Give him idis the alma, which is better than his. But give him the idis the alma. I should give him more. I give him less. Below owed. Idis toivim midi alma umid nizik. Dilma hater lo amma. Ella bebe'englo litain the nizik. Sorach litain mishalo hainu behidis the alma. What happens? It's af im heim yosem midinis. Of low old idiots type midi alma. He doesn't have below old idiots type more than the midi alma. Umid the nizik, and from the nizik, and he doesn't have equal to the nizik. Dilma terlo amra ella. Maybe the Torah only said the be'ein yochal litain when he can't give the nizik. Sorach litain loy mishaloi, and he's the alma. Af im heim yoseh midanizik. Or maybe he has to get better than what the nizik had, but it's just the alma. Not that it's less, but even if it's more, still you have to give that alma. Our aim sarchli to yoseh midiyas. You have to give him the best. What it is.
So is he just making a comparison that even if that idios the alma that is not greater than the idios of the nizak, even if he has idios the alma that is greater than the nizak, is he saying that he doesn't have to even give that, or is he saying that he just has to give in either case, whether it's less, whether it's the Gerua, the Nizak, or whether it's Taki, is greater than the Nizak? He just has to give Idias Dalma? Or is he saying that even if he had greater than Idias Dalma, he still wouldn't have to give it?
That's right. If he had Idias more than the Alma, he would not have to give.
So maybe it would mean Alma.
If?
That's
the question in Gemara. Since a man doesn't have to give, keep his din, and less than his din he doesn't have to do. Okay? More than his din he doesn't have to. Halavai does his din. So if the nizik, the mazik had, it is the alma, which is less than the idios of the nizah. One swears you'll give him it to him. Don't have to give more than it is the alma. Secondly, if I had more, the mazik had more than the idios of the nizik. I have idios the alma. I have tovim, much better. What do I give him? I give him the alma. I don't have to give him more than his din.
That's a possibility that it could be the fish of the Torah.
That's right. The Dilma Torah Oma Ella the Beinu Yochom Litain the Nizik Sorach Litain Nishel Hainu Midis the Alma Yaf Im Yehem Yoisem made him Nizik. Give him better than Nizik, but it is the Alma. Ah, but ain't so clear Yoisem Midis the Alma with the Nizik. I'm to give more than that. That Torah Oma Oi Midizik Oi Midis the Alma. But the Torah says either give the Nizik, or if you go into the Mazik, it is the Alma, which is the Maziks. But not the best of the mazik.
So whatever the alma is, it's not.
That's right. He'll give him.
Whatever it is.
But not both. You don't have to be better than the alma.
Yeah, equal to. All right.
Boy, either one or the other. Not both better than the nizak and the alma.
Yeah.
If you have one, that's good enough.
Well, what does he have to exclude?
Like the premise that you can never give less than the Isaac.
No. He has to exclude that it's either or, either the nizik or the meitab of the mazik, which means the tovim of the mazik. The tzorchlem danan mean the zel ein svara that Torah hikbet al beis mine meitab, oy the nizik, oy the mazik. It's two meitabs. One is the nizik's meitab or the mazik's meitab. We're learning the alma. We're learning either give the nizik's meitab or you give the alma. There's no either nizik's mazik or the mazik's mazik, and then what's the mazik? Straight, black or white. That's right. That's how he's learning.
That's how the Wikileaker's learning. Because what you say, wait a minute, I just want to understand the last step.
Ellen the Mahani Kruah one second Mashminan. The Tzorah Shlo Yivcha Shlo Bin Nizik. Can't give less than a nizik. Ima Yidei Zeh Yitain Yosim in a nizik. And even because of that, he'll give more than a nizik. Mikom Tzorah Yitain Lo, he has to give more. They ain't able to live close to a nizik. Ma de Amina Memeitab Yidei. Hainu Mitam Zeh. Kivon the Enoch heim gruen mit der nizik. Since these are less than the nizik, ubezeh hikbet the Torah. The ein legroa klech nizik. Kivon shekein af hagrua mit der nizik heim meitab biyama. See, here's we get into the trouble now. If he cut here, I would be happy. That's my time. If I cut here, I would be all happy. Here's where the trouble comes. Until now, it seems like this, yeah. Until the next two sentences will get into trouble. Till these sentences, no problem. It seems simple. That you always give less the din of the, either you give the nizik, the mazik is according to the nizik, the idis of the nizik, or we say, really without the pasuk of meitab, I would give him less the ziburias of the mazik if he didn't have the equal. But since it says meitab, so I give him the alma. So I got to go either the nizik's meitab, or I give the alma a meitav, which the either it's above or below. It has to get better. It can't be worse. It can't give him ziburius, but you can give him better the alma. Even ziburius the alma is ziburius the alma. Or if it's a little better than the idios of the nizik, you'll give him because of the alma. Everything would be good. But you never give him the best of the mazik. No way. So when the Gemara asks the kasha mishalo or mishalo or it means mishalo when the mazik's shalo equals to the nizik's idios, or if he doesn't have it, then he pays the idios of the alma. But there's no way that you're going to pay idios of the mazik. Never. Never heard like according to Rabbi Yishmael.
And that olam can be less than the idios of the other one.
So that's in the case where the nizak is below anything that the mazik really has. Mazik doesn't have anything comparable to it.
When it's not equal, now, 1 second. When you say not equal, there's two possibilities. He has better than the nizik, or if he has worst and it's equal to the alma. So then I say to you, since I don't have that, I can give you the less of the less than the nizik, which happens to be the idios of the alma. I can give you that.
Which is more in the
Because I can't give you more than the law, than what you deserve. I can't give you. If you have nizik have idios and I have ziburius, I can't pass off and give you that ziburius. I have to give you something better. I got to give you either your law or a little better. But better what? In terms of the world, but not better in terms of myself, because I got the idiots.
Or in terms of you, I don't have to get better than what you have. As long as I don't give you my worst, I give you the old, even though it's less than your idiots, even though it's less than yours, best.
That's right. Give me a. Everything would be good until he gets it. The kivan chicken. Since this is so, Af hagua midinizik. Hey, mate of the alma, that even if the less of the nizik is the best of the world, mikomom sorach litain lo hayosa toiv, and to give him better. The aklal, the ein litain lo pochas midinizik. I can understand that. Not that you give him, but if you have to have better. But what would be the other side? The other side would be, I think maybe it's the other side. The other side would be is that you never give him the best of your best, but you give him better than what the nizik has. Now I straighten it out. The kibin shekain af hagaru min nizik hey made it down. So the word yoseh tovim is strange. The word I would translate yitain lo yoseh tovim min ha nizik, but not the yoseh tovim of the mazik. Yosef Tovim, not the idiots of the man. The word Yosef Tovim is misleading, I'll have to say. Then I solve my problem.
Yeah, but is he saying all this is not as for it to say?
Yeah, we had this problem.
Right?
We had the problem last time. He's saying all this that he just said is not as for it to say.
No.
He's coming back and that's the sheet in the end.
No.
So you want to explain?
No, I claim, the way I'm seeing here, the way I see, if I add the word Yosef Tovim, it will come out that no.
Then what was he saying that you can give less than that of the nizak if that's equal to the olam? And then he said, no, you can't. You have to give better.
No, I'm telling you.
Then
yes.
What's it to more?
He said no. That's exactly. We have two parts. Yeah, we have two positions. One position is. What would be without the pasuk of Meita? Without the pasuk of Meita, I would say that if the mazik does not have the idios of the nizik, he pays ziburius. Comes the pasuk of Meita, I'll give you a little better. Either the alma. Now, what happens if you have? I give you the alma.
Yeah.
If I even have ziburius less than I give you the alma, or no. The other side would be I cannot. The other side or mishalo, since I cannot give you less than what you have to give you better. Because for a better, I'll give you a little better, but not all the way better. I don't give you my best. I'll give you better. That's what he means. Yoseh tovim, not Yoseh tovim sheyeshli. I give you better. I'll give you a bane in this. No, then I solved my problem.
Bane is or Obama.
We had all this problem how to read the text. I'm now solved reading the
You
text.
want to say this is...
This is an agreement with... This is what he's saying.
Okay, good.
This
This
is-
is his position.
His position. That's how I would read it.
You want to say this is coming back in?
Yeah, his position. This is spirulina. Spirulina.
What's that?
Spirulina. This is specially made from Israeli seaweed.
Israeli
What does it do?
Mediterranean goods.
It's got vitamins, minerals.
Yamamelech, yes.
Yamamela. There's seaweed. There's no
Why
seaweed.
can't it be... Why can't it
No,
be
but they're
all-
able to grow. They're easy. What they do is they take the water, they purify it, and then it's easy to do because they have all the machinery. They have all these processing machines. They do all kinds of works there. You know what I mean? Tel Aviv would be too expensive to find a land there and get the land. I don't know, this could,
Why can't it
but
be
the
like-
real truth is this comes from Eilat.
Why can't-
That makes sense.
Eilat. It's an Eilat product. Eilat. I was thinking of making this a Meitzah.
You need ocean.
What?
You need ocean.
You need water, that's all.
Right.
Meitzah was the best. It'll taste different.
Yeah.
I was in Montreal and there was a guy there who was selling this. Distributor.
What forces the community to say this?
He says beautifully.
He thought he was saying, listen, there's a
You're
subject.
saying the opposite.
He's saying there's a subject, either from the finish of the Torah is either
There is
telling you
no.
Allah, or it's telling you make dig day.
See, there's no two positions. You see, he gains one. There's no two positions. I try to give him the better than. I got to give better. The rule is, do I give the nizik or I give better than the nizik? But I have two ways of better than the nizik. Not more.